Good Good evening, everyone. I'm so excited that you joined us tonight. We have a special guest with us, and we're really excited to learn more about our physique fat burn. And so let me introduce the guest. It's Lena Misener, one of our very favorites. She is a wife to David Misener, and together they have been in LifeVantage for 10 years. Lena is also a mother to four beautiful children that she was privileged to homeschool, and they have all graduated. Together, the Misener family has developed Beulah Youth Branch, which served over 50 children last year through Christian summer camps, horsemanship lessons, and therapy programs. They also breed, train, show, and sell their Arabian horses as a family business. Lena is continuing to teach this year at the homeschool co-op, where she is a secondary director, and she also teaches at a private Christian school. This year, she will be teaching high school biology, anatomy, and physiology 1 and 2, chemistry and physics. Lena's background in science includes a Master's of Science degree in microbiology with a focus on molecular genetics. Her research was in medical and dental fields, as well as working in agricultural and public health research labs. Lena has continued to study health and the impact of lifestyle with good nutrition as she has raised her family and developed the LifeVantage business with her husband, David. Lena is delighted to share the amazing health benefits of our nutrigenomic products and the science behind them. And Lena is just one of our favorite presenters because she's really excellent in the science and the health. And we love that combination. She always does an amazing job. So I hope you have your notebook ready. And Lena, I'm just going to turn the time over to you, my friend.
All right. Thank you, Julie. Thanks for asking me on. Hello, group. It's so nice to be here with you tonight. And we've all got kind of an eye towards summer at this point, and we would like to maybe take off a few pounds so we can fit into those shorts and swimsuits and get rid of those pounds that we put on at Christmas time that are still lingering. So that's why I'm happy to be sharing this with you today. I also am wanting to try to lose a few pounds before summer. So I'm excited to be thinking about taking this again. And I've used it in the past and it actually worked. And it's just something that I haven't taken in a while. And we've got a really great promotion to share with you at the end. So physique fat burn, the title I said was increasing your healthy fat and decreasing your unhealthy fat. And I know it's hard to say, increasing my fat, but truly, I'm getting ready to explain to you why you want certain types of fat in your body and why we definitely want less of others. So we have in our body two main types of fat. We have white fat and we have brown fat. Now, white fat as an adult is primarily the type of fat that you have seen growing on your body. And where these fat cells, they really have the majority of the cell is filled with lipids, and lipids are fat. And they're storing them because, your body has a way to store food. If you have excess calories, your excess calories are stored as fat. And so too much sugar and you can't burn it, your body turns it into fat. Too many carbohydrates and you can't burn it, your body turns it into fat. So, and too much fat and your body, of course, turns it into fat. So it's like anything excess goes into these white fat cells. And when we get too many of these being produced and they're as full as they can be, it leads to obesity. Now, the good type of fat that we have, and we want to try to increase more of this type, is called brown fat. And here you see that it has the nucleus like this white fat, but this white fat has all of its cellular organs, so the little organelles pushed to the side. This one we have the lipids are much smaller in size, and there's many, many more mitochondria, which are the powerhouse of your cell. And these are burning up this fat really fast as a source of energy. And this is what creates heat. And so lots of mitochondria are really the reason for this. And so when a newborn baby is born, they really don't have much white fat. They have this brown fat to be able to keep warm. And it's over time that as they're having milk from mother that they develop more white fat. You end up with those cute little pudgy cheeks. But we all have this brown fat, and we still have it, but we can start losing it as an adult if there's unhealthy lifestyle choices. Now, in an adult, the brown fat acts to protect us from hypothermia and cold weather, and most people, if they're actually going outside in cold weather, there would be an increase in the natural brown fat being produced. But most people, they tend to stay in pretty narrow ranges of temperature, whether it's hot or cold. They're usually not spending much time outside when it's hot, and when it's cold, they're staying inside their warm houses. And so our bodies are not really getting that challenge that it used to get over the many eons that people have been around. We need those challenges of temperature extremes in order to keep a good white to brown fat ratio. Okay, so what's the problem with this white fat? This WAT is what they abbreviate it as, white adipose tissue. So, of course, it can lead to obesity, and this can cause a lot of serious life-threatening health conditions. And so currently there's nearly 650 million people worldwide, 13% of the global population that actually is obese. I mean, it's really, really bad. And when you are obese, there are going to be multiple life-threatening health conditions, such as high blood pressure, your low density cholesterol, low high density cholesterol, and high levels of triglycerides, type 2 diabetes, coronary heart disease, stroke, gallbladder disease, osteoarthritis, sleep apnea, lower quality of life, mental illness, because of just the situation people find them in. They feel bad, and they start to just have some mental illness problems. And then, of course, just body pain from being in so much disease situation. So we really do need to find ways to help people to decrease white fat in their bodies. And we have this sad American diet. So I mean, there are almost everybody is either overweight or obese. It's really getting worse and worse. So I'm happy that our company has developed products that are going to be helping us with that. So the reason why we want to have more brown fat in our body, and to try to increase that with our lifestyle changes and with our products that we can take from LifeVantage, the brown fat, this is the type of fat that is going to help you, because it's kind of like helping you to burn the fat within your body. So it's going to help you burn the fat. And so you're going to be producing, so it's activated with cold, naturally in the cold. If you were outside in cold weather on a regular basis, you would be making this, and it would optimize your bodily functions, and converting, energy from your food into heat to keep warm. So scientists, they've discovered that this brown fat plays an important role in weight loss, because it's also, as you're burning this metabolism, it will help to break down that white fat storage as well. And so almost all overweight people have a low level of this brown fat, while skinny people have a higher level of the brown fat. So we know from these studies that the brown fat is also going to be controlling the blood sugar. You're going to not have the insulin spikes. You're going to have lower blood pressure levels, and you're going to be burning your calories faster because your metabolism speed up. It's all that mitochondria that's working in these brown fat cells. And so this is a study that I looked up when I was checking this out today. And this is one that recently was in Nature magazine, where they had over 50,000 people getting PET scans, which are radiographic. So these were just people that were doing this for cancer scans, but they used these images to be able to look at the presence or absence of the brown fat. And so this brown fat is in these darker areas. We see these like along the neck, and here at the base of the neck where this muscle is starting, the triceps muscle, and then along the spine. And they're really associated a lot with our muscles along there. Now, what was interesting was this is a person that is thin, but they are ill. They have cancer. They're getting treated with cancer, but they have other metabolic markers of some of these things that we find with people without the brown fat that are obese. They also had, interestingly, they had this brown fat around their kidneys, which might have really been more because they were so thin at the time, but they definitely do not have it in these normal places that we want to see brown fat in the body. So when we have individuals with the brown fat, what they found is they had lower incidences of cardiometabolic diseases. All of those, that long list of diseases that I saw that we were seeing on the last slide, the coronary artery disease, the cerebrovascular disease, your congestive heart failure, your high blood pressure, all of those things were reduced when people had this brown fat there. And so they had these improved blood glucose. I mean, just overall, you had great health benefits by having a good amount of brown fat in the body. So, what can we do? How can we increase that? And so, what we can do without having to do real temperature extremes or going through some of the very, very extreme things that some people are doing with this, going into cold water baths for a year and things like that. Where there's other things that we can do to cause our body to go from having a white fat cell to moving toward a brown fat cell with those, and to be able to use up this white fat cell so that we're we're attacking that visceral fat, which can be this white fat that you don't want, you want less of, and we could call it fat beiging, where we're helping to increase the amount of good fat in our body and decreasing the amount of less good fat, the white fat. And so what we have within our product is a compound that's called sitotrol. And this is a patented product that we have in our fat burn. And it's a natural combination of polyphenols, a number of flavonoids extracted from citrus and guarana. And their target our body, so in these fat cells, so that we can see that decrease of the white fat, and we have this beiging happening. So we have this increase in beige fat cells, which act very similar to the brown fat cells. And in fact, some of these actually get increased as well. And something that I do want to make a point with, because some people, that when this product first came out, because it had some products from citrus like grapefruit and some other citrus, they were concerned about adverse health effects with blood pressure medicine and so forth. But this does not have any effect on blood pressure or blood pressure medications. And I was actually looking up on Sinotrol's site where they were stating that they have had no adverse event linked to the supplementation over the period of 2008 to 2023. So that's a really good track record. And, I've had to really assure people that this was not going to be contraindicated if they're taking blood pressure medicine. So we really have seen very good track record with this ingredient. Okay, so these are two studies that have been done. The one that's reported in the LifeVantage site is this one. Did I miss one of mine? I think I missed one of mine. Hold on. Oh, I guess that's the next one. Okay, so these studies. So we had this group in Spain who was tested back in 2017 over 20 weeks, where they had 16 weeks that they were taking the product, and then they had 4 follow-up weeks. This group was in Seoul, South Korea, so they were Asians, and it was in 2019 over 12-week period. With this Caucasian population, there were 77 subjects, and they had a body mass index anywhere from 25 to 40, and their age was pretty middle age, from about 29 to 52 years old. The Asian population had 86 subjects. The BMI was between 24 and 30. And again, our age is very middle aged, from 25 to 62. And their body composition, I just clicked on the wrong thing. Their body composition was by a DXA scan, both of them the same. One of the differences was with the protocol. The ones that were in Spain had a very normal caloric diet, and they were recommending that these I think these took just a normal amount of the pill, and this one was a hypocaloric diet. So these were taking two, and this was taking one of their pills. And when they got these results in, so this is the Caucasian, this is the one that the LifeVantage will show us when they are doing theirs, but this is the one with the Asian population. So let me break this down what this means. So here we have, this is our control group where they were receiving a placebo, and we see basically no change in their body mass index here from week 1 to week 16. But with this group, with between week 1 and week 16, I mean, really quickly, you know, if you're looking at the averages, really quickly, we're already seeing a decrease even within 1 week measurement to here where we see overall 1.8 kilograms representing 5.1% of the total body mass that was gone. And then here we have, again, a similar right around 5% mass decrease, so that we have a significant reduction in the subject's total body weight compared to the placebo group. And so what we've had is that of this, 100% of the weight loss was from fat mass. And so it was not like a water weight or protein loss from muscle weight. It was totally from fat, because they were looking at this with scans. And so the body composition, the lean to fat mass ratio was significantly improving, so that we had a 65% total fat loss, and it was from the trunk area, which that's really important because we want to get, that's one of the hardest areas to lose the fat, is that central obesity that you get around your visceral organs and around your waist and hips. And so we saw a decrease there. Okay, so then with their follow-up 1 month after using it to see after the end of the supplementation, that was confirming that this product Senetrol, which is in our fat burn, provides lasting benefits for the body composition and subjects that are continuing to lose weight and to reduce their fat mass, their body fat mass over time. So even after the end of the supplementation, it was still happening. So it's a very, very powerful, especially if you're taking it for a period of time, you know, and you get maybe to the weight that you want. It, you know, even going forward, you know, it will help you to keep off the weight that you've lost. And so with our LifeVantage fat burn with the Senatol, it's going to be helping to burn more calories. It's increasing the number of calories you're burning while at rest, even without exercise. Now, you still should exercise. There's lots of benefit to exercise for your body, but that's not what's causing the fat to come off. And they weren't requiring the people in these studies to exercise, and they probably weren't. They were at all different ages, and you know, some of them probably exercised, some of them probably didn't. It was shown that resting energy expenditure was increasing by 181 calories. So that means you're taking this every day, and it's like you're getting a little run just by taking the pill. So 181 calories spent. So that's pretty significant. So Senetrol reduces overall body fat. The ingredients reduced total body fat by the 5.2%. That's equivalent to about 4 pounds. 4 pounds gone. And so then you have, it's targeting the trunk, right around fat loss around your waist and hips. And so these participants they were reporting that they had lost 65% around the waist and hips. Really important. Okay, so we've added some other ingredients to this you know, and there's scientific reasons why LifeVantage decided to add in these things in conjunction with the Senetrol. So the Senetrol itself is a blend of the Mediterranean citrus fruits and guarana, clinically shown to, you know, target these areas around the trunk and just allow you to have continuous fat burning. And these are your grapefruit extracts and orange extract and guarana extract. And so, like I said, these are not going to be contraindicative if you're taking some medicines. They have not had any adverse effects with these. And so the green coffee bean extract is also helping to support healthy weight management. And we don't call this, we really see this more as a nutritive supplement that is activating your body to burn your fat the way you should. And, it helps to do some lifestyle things, but these are things that are going to work. And so they will help to maintain the blood sugar levels so that it will help you to decrease insulin resistance, and it will help to promote that burning of the unhealthy fat in your body. And so your B vitamins are also important because they are coenzymes so that you can turn your food into energy, so that your food is going right to energy and it's not being stored as fat. And so we're just supplementing with these things that are going to come alongside the Senetrol to make this work even better. Okay, so there's some lifestyle things that you can do to activate more brown fat. And you can do this in conjunction with fat burn, or you can just take fat burn and it's going to do a lot of these same things. So, lowering the temperature, like we talked about, brown fat is activated at cooler temperatures. So, cold showers, turning down the thermostat, make your house really cold, but not dressing very warm, or trying ice bath method. I mean, there's a lot of people out there that are doing that, and they're the big reason they're trying to do it is to activate the brown fat so that they have less white fat in their body. Another thing you can do is to add more iron to your diet, where you're eating things rich in like your meats, seafoods, whole grains, leafy vegetables, and beans. All of those are going to help you increase your brown fat. Eating a well-balanced diet so that you're going to be able to cultivate more brown fat. You want things with your salic acids like apples and dried fruits, dates, raisins. Those activate brown fat production in your body. Exercise is doing more than just keeping your body healthy. It's going to activate your blood, your hormones, uracil, and that's going to be telling the white fat in your body to burn like brown fat. So it's going to be helping those white ones turn into the more beiging ones. And so all of these things, they're part of a healthy lifestyle. I do encourage you to do that. But our product, Fat Burn, is going to have the B vitamins and the Senetrol that we've talked about the study, and the green coffee bean extracts, so that it can be like a perfect partner, making everything you're doing with your diet and your exercise work that much more effectively. So we're very excited to offer this product, and we are really, really excited to have our new people on. And Julie, did you want to share that next part?